Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're back with a Shreveport beer, the 7th Taps Kajun Kölsch.
What is that?
I had to buy this because you know why I had to buy this.
You know what the label to me looks like? It looks like crawfish boil. There's actual crawfish on it. It looks like one of them old school, from the 70s labels for crawfish boil, crab boil.
And they used to come in the box with the mesh bag.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks
which you
like.
can still get somewhere.
Okay, so I hope that's not what it's going to taste like.
It's Kajun Kölsch, beer in can, German style Kölsch, brewed in Shreveport on Linwood Avenue. It's 5% alcohol.
That's pretty high for a Kölsch. I thought Kölsch were lower.
4.5 to 5 it is.
Okay.
Look at the crawfish carefully.
It's got hair.
Yeah, it's a hop cone for its body.
Oh, I can barely see that. I would have to get my glasses.
You got any bags of Zatarans or is that? To me, it looks like Zataran's crab boil.
I got something. I don't think I've got Zatarans. Let me see what I have.
You know, because you know how they are.
I might have some fish fry or something.
Yeah, and their fish fry looks like this too. Shrimp fry, fish fry.
Yeah, I got Zataran's fish fry.
No, that's the modern bag.
Well, it mimics it. It's darn near the same colors and same style. I mean, you can show everyone.
Yeah, but you're right. This is the old style.
Yeah.
Some people say it looks like that Old Bay seasoning.
Yeah, this is fish fries. What we use. We get catfish in. You want it to be crispy and light. It actually says New Orleans style from Zatarans, which is now not owned. It's not owned by the Zatarans anymore. It's
Yeah,
owned
they
by-
sold it to General Mills, I think.
Yeah, somebody like that.
One of those big companies. Is it General Mills?
All right, so let's go ahead and taste this. See what's
Some
all
people
about.
say it looks like Old Bay seasoning.
No, it looks just like what I just showed.
Okay.
It's just the color's different. And since Zatarans got sold, this is yours.
Everybody has a price, I guess. Oh, you know who I think owns Zatarans? I think it's McCormick.
It is McCormick. Now that you mention it, it is
Because
McCormick.
they're a seasoning company.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCormick. Okay.
Well, all the seasoning companies used to be out here on L&A Road. That's where Al Copeland's company was. If I'm not mistaken, Zatarans was out there too.
So it's kind of hazy. It is hazy, gold.
It
with a
smells like
creamy
a
head.
Kölsch. It's got a real strong Kölsch.
And what is your experience with Kölsch?
That they're kind of average, like Bud Lights. This one's got a good flavor profile.
You mean aroma profile?
Aroma.
I've had the Sooner Kölsch from Germany, the Reisdorf Kölsch from Germany.
Smells better than it tastes. Something weird going on. Some weird graininess with it.
There's a lot of breadiness.
Yeah. Husk. Like husk. It lingers.
Husk.
Yeah, it like if you chew up like a sunflower seed and you happen to get a piece of that husk still in your mouth and you can't ever get it out, you taste it for a while. That's what's happening.
Body's medium. Finish is mostly dry.
And the aftertaste is husk.
Husk, y'all.
Huck, yeah.
Now I paid $2.99 for this can. If you go to their brew house on Linwood Avenue, you can get a pour for $6
Deal.
on draft.
Have you noticed that that seems to be the trend with these brew houses? That you go to them and you actually pay more money to get it from the source.
Right, so you can get it.
And then the scuttle that you hear is that, oh, well, you come into a facility, you have to pay for the air conditioning, you have to pay for the ambiance, you got to pay for the this, and you got to pay for the that. You know what I got to say? Really? When we go to the big boy tours, we don't have to pay for anything. You go to these
Sometimes
places,
the tour-
they don't even give you a sample. They sell you something for 3-4 times the amount of what you pay in a grocery store. But the same product at a grocery store is a lot cheaper. How is that so?
I don't know, because like you said, you want to have the ambiance and the.
Right, but they have to spend money for packaging, distribution, marketing, and it doesn't get in that can by itself.
But see, at the grocery store, if you have a can of Kölsch style beer and it's $6 a can, is anybody going to buy it?
No.
No. But at a brew pub, they will.
It's like when we went to Dixie. Remember that time we went to Dixie? It was still known as Dixie. And I bought a Dixie beer in a 16-ounce plastic cup, and it was $5. And I was just like, because a 6-pack of Dixie, a 6
The tall cans was $7.99.
yeah.
So for
The
$8,
talls.
you got 6 talls, but you pay 5 for one, probably maybe 10 or 12 ounce plastic.
Actually, talls are cheaper than that. That's probably $5.99 for talls.
Oh, they were? Because over where I live, they were $7.99. And I was at a store yesterday and they still had de-ice.
Ooh.
2 days ago. 2 days ago, sorry. I said, de-ice, de-ice. And it was packed with it. So I looked under one of those cans.
It's got to be 2 years old.
I said, are you kidding me? It says packaged March 30th, 2020. I was like, and they just have it on the shelf.
Yeah. Well, and then when they became the new company with the new name, because big controversy, folks said, well, I'm not going to buy it because you changed the name of the company and it means something now, or it means something, blah, blah, whatever. All their beer came out and it was out of date. Like every time you go to a store, and I happen to like their new beer, to me it tastes better. And so I would go get the regular lager, and I had many conversations with managers in stores and say, hey, you know this beer's out of date. And like, oh, it just came in. It's like, did you look at the date on it? No. And you'd show them the date and you're like, oh, we gotta call out a distributor. We gotta do this, do that.
I was at a store recently, and I overheard the manager telling the distributor, y'all can take it all back. You can take all of it back. Because there was a bunch of beer that came in and it had a 5 days on the Best Buy date. And they still had it on the pallets and hadn't even broke it down yet to put it on the shelves. And it had just come in and he was telling, y'all can take it all back. Because they're sending him beer with a 5-day Best Buy on it.
Was it a big company or small?
I think it might have been a big distributor, but it might have been a craft beer. I can't remember. I don't know which brand it was.
That's what they do.
But he was telling them, you can take it all back.
Yeah.
He said, y'all not sticking me with this.
I used to work for a big soda company. Their major color was red. And they would have me go to smaller accounts where flavors and diets weren't selling, and pick them up and trade them out with new product in the smaller accounts and bring it to the big stores where they were like blowing it out, and you'd bring it in there and it's like the same scenario.
Oh, and the date wouldn't really matter because it was going to sell.
That's what they said. They said swap it. So you'd swap from account to account where the account was doing the business.
Oh, and one more thing, and then we're out of here and we're going to give a score.
Big red.
Talking about those variety packs, I've had more than one viewer tell me that He said, the reason why some of the beers in the variety packs taste nasty and they're like really inferior is because when a craft beer company makes a product that's really a dud, they just stick it in a variety pack so they can get rid of it because they're not going to dump it.
Yeah, your beloved St. Arnold did that. Your beloved St. Arnold did a variety pack 1, maybe 2 years ago. And 2 of the beers were duds. 2 of the 4 that were in it.
So you're saying they just threw them in there to dump them because they didn't want to dump it?
There was one that was a new release, and it didn't make it, and so they stuck it in that variety pack.
So you think the viewers are right about that?
100%.
You heard it here. All right. Seemed like
On
that
your
was,
favorite review channel.
No, I don't know. Some viewers be like, yeah, right. Seemed like in the long run that would hurt your brewing company because people would get wise to it and they would just not buy variety packs.
Well, I mean, let's really think about the variety packs we've gotten recently in the last few years that are really good. Allegiance. Every one of them. Delicious.
Especially the pumpkin.
Yeah, that was the Halloween inspired one. Delicious.
Pumpkin patch. Well, I thought the Goose Island Beer Hug variety pack was pretty good. I liked it, but
There was 2 of them that were off.
yeah, 2 of them are kind of, yeah. Well, maybe you're right, because, and I don't ever buy Samuel Adams variety packs anymore.
Yeah.
Never.
No. They're always sneaking something in on you.
I'll get some of those and I'll be like, there's no taste.
Yeah.
Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, Bon Temps Relay, and before we end, we got to give a score. So how do you score this Kölsch style beer from Shreveport, Louisiana?
Gotta give it a B minus. You paid a lot of money for it. It smelled better than it tasted. I didn't appreciate the husk going on with it, but everything else was fine. It's just another, hey guys, we're gonna go out and turn out a beer, and here we are. We're a craft brew company, and everyone loves us because of our name. And so there you go. Oh, by the way, nice can art.
Let's see. I gave it an A. I think it's a great beer. A solid A. I was saying it's one of the best American-made Kölsch beers I've ever had. I'm not a big Kölsch fan because most American-made Kölsch beers are so bland and blah that they just bring you down. Now the German Kölsch beers are winners if you can ever find them. So I'm saying an A. I'm sticking with my A. That's the way I feel about it. I did get a huskness, but not a profound amount of it. So somebody had made a comment yesterday saying, oh man, you shouldn't blow up your friendship over a beer disagreement. It sounds like things are getting tense. I'm like, no. We just arguing over the product, all right?
It's a healthy disagreement.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna not be friends with somebody because you disagreed over beer, you might want to have some mental health evaluations. You know, you might want to check that out.
Exactly.
Thinking about doing it. All right, so we're gonna end this review by saying, I'm saying Lazy LA Bon Temps Relay, and you're saying keep shopping, and we're gonna say go to Shreveport and check out the 7 Tap Brewery.
Shiny